It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
It's time for the morning show on XL7-TV. I'm Bob Recktenwald. This is Scooter.
Whoop, whoop.
Scott Callies.
How are you?
Not too bad for an old fat white guy.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Driving in was a nice morning. Had a little moisture in there, though. Turn my wipers on every now and then.
Have you ever seen so many deer?
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot out right now.
From our location, my house, to 201, 37 deer.
Yeah, I didn't even bother to count.
I count them every morning just for the fun of it.
See if they're increasing.
37.
37 deer.
And the fawns are just
they're
remarkable.
Yes, there's a lot of them.
It takes way longer to get to 201 than I ever thought. Because they're not afraid. They're not afraid of the cars
at all.
It's like something out of Wild Kingdom. They just walk across the road and they kind of wave at you.
You'll come to a complete stop and they'll like come up, sniff your car, and then slowly make their way across.
It's nuts. It's nuts. The morning show on XL7-TV. We like to have a little word of prayer every morning when we get started, and let's do that now. Brought to you by Roller Funeral Home of Arkansas. 29 locations to serve you, one in Memphis, Tennessee. With all our respect is not just their motto, it's the way they do business. And now the morning prayer. Lord, we just thank you for the things that you do for us and how you allow us to live our own lives, but we must know that there's a higher power, and I for one, trust that it's you. Lord, we just pray that you'll be with our federal government as they're trying to, or say they're making decisions that are for the betterment of our country. Lord, we just pray that you'll get your hand on that and make sure that's actually happening. Be with the tensions that are happening between China and Taiwan and Russia and Ukraine. But on the U.S. side, Lord, it's about time for school to start. We just pray that you'll be with the schools, the administration, the teachers, the janitors, and the cafeteria workers, and anyone that's involved with our students' education. And Lord, we just pray that you will bless them with safe travels as things get fired up and people need to get home so they can go to their respective schools themselves. Lord, as some sicknesses are popping up again, we just pray that you will be with the doctors and the nurses, the EMTs and the first responders. We'd like to pray for the safety of our police officers and our firefighters. In Christ's name we pray. Amen. Amen. Roller Funeral Home of Arkansas with 29 locations serve you, one in Memphis, Tennessee. Renata Jenkins Byler and her staff do a great job. You should go check them out. Go visit them about pre-planning. Pre-planning is something that should be done by everyone. The people you're leaving behind did not live your life. They don't know how you want to go out. So go check them out. Talk to them about pre-planning. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, with all our respect. Now we're going to have a quick word from Bob and Linda Zdora, the Z Team, Century 21 LeMac Realty, 870-405-0793. Watch this.
Ever been in a cave before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the car!
How will we?
The car! Your offer has been accepted. Ever bought a house before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the closing.
But how will we?
The closing!
Welcome back to the morning show. Bob and Linda Zdora, the Z Team, Century 21 LeMac Realty here in Mountain Home, across the street from McDonald's. They bring us a great shot of the White River each and every morning, and today she's a little bit froggy.
Got a little fog.
Got a little fog happening this morning.
Like I said, there was a lot of moisture in there.
A lot of moisture in there. Dehumidifier won't do much for that.
No.
Let's take a look at the still shot if you got it.
Well, it's even worse.
No, what it's supposed to be.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
This is what it should look like when the skies are clear and there's no fog in the air. Way off to the right is the city of Mountain Home. Way off to the left is the city of Bull Shoals. The Rainbow Bridge is the old bridge going across Carter, the White River there at Carr. The baseball field, the Railroad Museum, way off in the distance is the state of Missouri. But what you're looking at is downtown Carter, Arkansas, from the Marion County, Arkansas side. That shot's brought to us by Bob and Linda Zdora of the Z Team, Century 21 LeMac Realty here in Mountain Home, 870-405-0793. Retiredarkansas.net is their website. Later on in the day, probably I'd say, Scooter, in the next 2 hours, all that fog will lift off of there. You'll be able to get some live shots, and boy, they're worth looking at.
I'm telling you, go from this to that.
Take a little while to burn that off.
It will take a little while.
Give them a call, Bob and Linda Zdora, the Z Team. Realtors you can recommend to a friend. I always say that they're busy, but never too busy to meet someone new and help them with their needs. So give them a call. Let's take a look at the weather. Temperatures around the area: Mountain Home 73, Harrison 72, Batesville is 73, Yellville 73, Marshall also 73, along with Salem and Mountain View. Calico Rock and West Plains are the same at 73. Springfield, Missouri 74, Poplar Bluff 73, St. Louis, Missouri is also 72. The radar. Rain up in northeast Arkansas, just kind of dissipating. Probably by noon it's going to be all gone. Arkansas is going to be another dry couple of days, I believe. I'll zoom back in here, take a look, see if there's anything hiding that the wide span didn't pick up. Still looking pretty clear, isn't it, Scooter?
A little bit down there behind Bluff, but that's it.
Is that still Arkansas?
Yeah. Oh, Jonesboro's got some building up now, though.
It'll be building up, it'll be gone. It'll be out there by noon. They're going to get a good shower, though, I bet, out of it. What happened to that one? Here it comes.
Taking its own sweet time today.
Looks like they had a lightning storm at Washington, D.C. It'd be a shame if it took out some politicians, wouldn't it?
I'm not going anywhere with that one.
4 critically injured from lightning in D.C. You know, you got to watch what you say, even in D.C., because the lightning might just get you. We are not under a heat advisory. That's the first time in a long time. There's just a few counties in the state of Arkansas that's under the heat advisory. Most of it's up in the north part of Missouri, Kansas, most of Oklahoma, portion of Texas, all of Nebraska, by golly. Aren't you glad you're not in that today?
Yeah. I'll take it. I'm about done with it.
You're about ready to be over that. High today, 92. Chance of thunderstorms, 40%. Tonight, mostly clear, low 72. Mostly sunny, chance of storms tomorrow at 30%, high of 94. Clear tomorrow night, low of 73. Sunny, then slight chance of thunderstorms on Sunday of 94 is going to be the high. Sunday night, mostly clear, low of 72. Next Monday, 20% chance of rain, high of 95. Monday night, 71, partly cloudy. Tuesday, a little windy, high of 92. Let's get into... It is just dragging today, Scooter. You can't even, it's not even picking everything up.
That's not picking it up. They, for some reason, not showing the later.
No tree pollen today. None tomorrow and none on Sunday. Don't believe it. Grass pollen today is moderate. Tomorrow's going to be low. Sunday's going to be low. Ragweed, none today. None tomorrow. None on Sunday. Lake levels, Lake Norfolk 559.85, which is 7.85 above full pool. They are not generating anything at this moment. Lake Bull Shoals, they are generating 1 with a lake level of 667.39, which is 8.39 above full pool. Please give them a call if you're getting ready to go fishing on either river. Give them a call at 870-431-5311. And check the generation report for yourself. If you're not experienced boater on the river, when they're generating, please get yourself a guide. Let them help you get around because they know the water, and if you don't, you might find yourself either flipped over or on a bank somewhere.
In a bind.
In a bind. That's the weather and all the updates brought to you by Bob and Linda Zdora, the Z Team, 870-405-0793, Century 21 LeMac Realty. Realtors you would recommend to your friends, busy but never too busy to help you. And now we'll take a break. We'll be right back. You're watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever?
Good morning. It's Friday morning sports. Where's our sports logo?
Wait a minute. You haven't done any of the
We're not doing that.
events.
No, we're not going to do. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I was like, what? You're messing up the schedule here. We haven't even hit the 15 mark.
I just want to see if you're going to jump on me like you did yesterday or the other day.
What are you talking about? I'm good.
See if we can get Karma to bite you.
Bite me again.
The city of Mountain Home has had a gentleman walking around carrying signs, Scooter. Have you seen any of those pictures?
Yeah, I have.
I have. And unfortunately, what he's doing is, at this juncture, I don't think is illegal. He's not crossed the line yet.
He's crossed a couple little ones that I think he got citations for.
You think he's getting citations for them?
Yeah.
It's just crazy. You know, if you're not happy with a civil matter, the rest of the public don't want to hear about it.
And that's what it boils down to, wanting them to get involved in this civil matter, and they just can't.
Yeah. Just can't do it.
It's the way the law is written.
Yeah.
But that's his way of voicing his opinion, I guess. Don't make a lot of sense, but
sales tax holiday is this weekend. Shoppers in Arkansas will see another year with a tax-free purchasing during the 10th annual sales tax holiday beginning Saturday. Purchases must be made between 12:01 a.m. Saturday morning and 12:59 p.m. Sunday to qualify to be as tax-free. That's pretty good.
There you go.
It's a 48-hour tax-free zone.
Woohoo!
For clothing and footwear, sale price is less than $100 per item. Clothing, accessories, equipment. Clothing, accessories, equipment, if sales are less than $50, school supplies, art supplies, and instructional material will all be tax-free. You know, you don't think that that's a big deal, but that really helps.
It does. It does. They do that every year, and people take advantage of it, and they should. That's what it's there for.
Let's see when Missouri's is going to be. State of Missouri will be the first Friday in August. Will run through Sunday, so theirs is actually 3 days long. Probably because they get all these folks from Arkansas that go out to Missouri. They got to have room for them all. It's a sad thing when you decide you want to steal a cell phone. But when you steal a cell phone from your employer that happens to be Walmart, guess what happens? You get in trouble. And when you steal 3 of them, you never shop at Walmart again. And you'll never. Why would you give up your job to steal a cell phone?
To steal a cell phone from Walmart. Yeah, I don't get it.
You know, one of the largest employers in the world, and you're going to steal from them, so therefore you can't shop there and you can't work there.
And here's the funny part. As an employee, you know the amount of cameras they have in there.
Yeah.
You're not pulling it off. It's just not going to happen.
Yep. Surveillance is just, it's not just a thought. It's an adventure.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's something that really happens.
Takes all kinds to make the world go around, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's just nuts. There's some drought relief that's being sought for Baxter, Marion, Fulton, Izard, Stone, Searcy, Boone, Newton counties in the state of Arkansas, Ozark, Douglas, and Taney counties up in Missouri. We hope that all gets passed through. This dry time that we had is just remarkable. It's going to make a huge effect. You know, we were talking.
It is.
Wednesday night we went down to Little Bees there at Norfolk for dinner, and was talking to a gentleman, and we were talking to each other about the price of round bale of hay. It's $85 just to get a round bale out of the field.
It's crazy. I'm telling you, I know it's in my backyard. We were talking about this the other day. In my backyard, it was drying out so much. I mean, you see the cracks in the ground. And then, of course, we got the rain. I'm like, oh, this is going to be great. Things are starting to pop up a little bit, green up. But then it was just a matter of no time, and that ground was just completely dry.
Dry again.
Yeah, it wasn't a long enough soaker to do anything. We need a long.
Yesterday morning's rain was pretty
good.
Yeah,
that was better.
That was a good one. We're going to see some grass change happening there. Yeah, sure enough. I guess we need to take a break. After this commercial, we'll be back with This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zdora.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
Welcome back to the morning show here on XL7-TV, and we've got a segment we call This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zdora.
Yes, sir.
And it's funny because we call it This Week in Real Estate, and it's really amazing how things are changing so much right now from week to week.
Oh, yeah.
It's really made real estate kind of interesting, even for people that aren't involved in real estate, because it controls so much of your economy that's going on in town.
Yes, it does.
And once you realize how much one thing affects the other, real estate becomes really interesting. And to see the changes that we had, at one point in time, we've had, 1,000 homes on the market. And, you sold some, you didn't. It just was regular kind of real estate. And then COVID hit, and it became a big boom for us. A lot of people wanted to get out of the states they were in or the cities they were in. We became a destination for a lot of people,
yes,
and
sir.
That changed our market.
Oh, yeah, decidedly.
We were running out of homes to sell. There was hardly anything on the market. And now that things kind of leveled out with the COVID thing, you're still hearing some bits and pieces, but it's not this panic. It's not.
No, we're past the panic.
Yeah, and now things are starting to level out, and you're seeing real estate start to adjust a little bit. So every week, you know, what I said this week in real estate, every week it's making a change and a difference, and it's fluctuating. And I find it interesting, and I've never been a really following real estate and what happens, but over the years of listening to you and hearing from other people on how much it affects the economy and where you live and what we call our way of life.
Sure.
And, you know, you look at our tax numbers and stuff like that have been up, which has helped our quality and way of life here because the sheriff's department's been able to grow as we expand. And that's the biggest thing is more and more people move here. We have to adjust as a town to keep that safe area and to keep things the way that we like them, and the reason why people are moving here.
The quality of life issues that are so important to us who live here and those who want to come here, that's all based on that.
Yeah.
And the schools, you know, the schools are the number one thing. They want to know, even if they don't have kids in school, they want to know how good the schools are because that affects their day-to-day lives. That affects going back and forth. Walking in the neighborhoods, are there going to be issues? If you got really good education, you're not going to have to worry about being out and about. And we're a prime example of that. So get out and vote. You got today, Friday, and Monday, and Tuesday's the election. We were there. I was there yesterday with Jake and a couple other guys, and we walked through there, and it's kind of dumbfounding, the shape that place is in and the way that the things that they've done to kind of patch things together, to hold it together. Something's going to have to be done there one way or the other. And I think it's much better to get ahead of it and to vote yes. That's the end of the whole deal. Vote yes. That's the bottom line. Vote yes.
We talk about it's a need, not a want. And,
it is.
And
it's
we encourage people to go and take a look, just like you did.
Oh, definitely.
I happen
Bring a flashlight.
I had the option to do it
Jake.
early in the game, so I knew what we were looking at. Yeah. You would never know unless you go do that tour, and he takes you behind the scenes of what's really going on.
He pulls the curtain back.
Yeah. You walk out
and you see the little guy, and they're working the switch. It's like, really?
You walk out onto that shingled roof upstairs, and you got lines everywhere. You got stuff where they've just patched, and they've done this, and you realize real quick how much of a need this is.
Yeah. It's been delayed, and it's time.
Yeah,
time.
It is.
That goes to quality of life. Like I said, we talk about people when they come here. That's one of the first questions they ask, and obviously the hospital's stellar. Those are the two big things that people want to know about when we talk to them. The 3 rivers, 2 lakes. The crime, Montgomery on the other day.
You got to put safety in that.
Safety is a huge mix in there. The fire departments.
Yes.
I mean, all our volunteer fire departments in the outskirts of Mountain Home, they're all highly, highly rated. Obviously, the Mountain Home Fire Department is highly, highly rated, and that's all that adds up to with your insurance. So many things can play into that, and so we have a lot to be thankful for here. There's a lot of natural beauty here. We're thankful for the rain that we've gotten over the past couple of days. Makes a big difference. It's good to see things greening up a little bit. Maybe they can get another hay crop out of this yet. It's a little late, but we'll see how that works out.
At least get some yards green again.
Yeah. I mean, just to be able to see the grass really is grass. Okay, I don't have to worry about walking on it and setting the place on fire. That's a big deal.
My yard, of course, the backyard had turned brown. It was dry. You walk out, I mean, you can start to see dirt now showing up where the grass was at and parts. And everybody talks about that. Well, we had that one big rain. It was great the next day. Everything started looking better, but it didn't last.
But it's only there for a day. Yeah, right.
And then all of a sudden, everything's dry again.
Whew, what happened here? So all the things, and you mentioned the economic impact that real estate has. And real estate is the number one driver in the national economy. And then, obviously, all the local economies. All the different things that are purchased because of people buying homes and selling homes. Everybody comes in and they're going to make it theirs. So they're going to paint and flooring, cabinets, new bathrooms, new kitchens, decks, roofs, new wiring. Name it. In the real estate, sheds. I was looking at a shed the other day. that will come from real estate and the sale of real estate, and the banks that come from that, the realtors that come from that, the amount of money that we and the royal we put into the local economy for the different charities, all the different things that the banks do here, the local banks, local finance companies that can help you as a buyer, because you're going to live here, so you want to have a local bank to deal with, and very, very important. And they give back to the community. That's where the good works that come from this community come from.
And a lot of the people that are moving here are retired. We are getting younger couples.
We're getting
now.
younger too.
We are,
yeah.
But a lot of them's retired. They're bringing money into this market, and the best part is they're spending it.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true.
And even though we look at people that are moving here and this and that, we're still a very big tourism town. That is what drives this community.
Yep.
And that, what I was saying about how we needed to grow. We need to grow in our local government. We need to be able to grow in our fire departments, be able to grow in our sheriff's departments. Those are the things that you want to keep this quality way of life.
That's how it goes.
Feel safe and feel that's got to grow.
Yes, sir.
Those are growing pains.
We're not Mayberry anymore.
No, we're not.
I look at the difference. We've been here 19 years now, and I look at then and I look at now, and it's like, wow. I mean, you really. But I think we've grown into it well.
Yes.
It wasn't like haphazard. We didn't throw a big circus tent in the middle of the town and something that was totally off the rails for this area here. We've grown, and the industries that have grown here they're soft industries. That we don't have big polluters, no big stacks of anything like that. That's good planning by the city fathers over a number of administrations.
Yep.
Both on the county level, the city level, the different towns in Marion County as well. It makes a big difference.
We truly have something for everybody. I mean, we have some of the bigger type businesses that have moved in, but we still have our resorts, our fishing, our.
Well, you still got the mom and pop operations are still here.
Mom and pops.
Sure,
it's the best of all worlds as far as I'm concerned. Right now.
Definitely. We need to support them. We need to support our local restaurants. We need to encourage them to do better. We need to take care of the waitresses and the waiters and the cooks and help them to want to be here, because that's what's killing the local restaurant industry right now. Help is just tough.
It is across the board, and that's everywhere, not just
here,
no,
but, it is. Yeah, that's a nationwide thing. There's no
it's
question.
An issue.
Yeah.
Well,
tell you what, I'm going to hit This Week in Real Estate, and we'll come back, and we got a minute or two at the end.
You bet.
Okay. This Week in Real Estate, there were 64 new listings came on the market, 1 commercial property, 27 parcels of land. 36 homes came on the market. They ranged in price from $79,000 to $850,000. 5 of those homes are already taking backups. There were 52 sales, 4 commercial properties, 14 parcels of land, 34 homes sold. They ranged in price from $40,000 to $895,000. The average sale price this week was $213,000 with 71 days on market. So, it just shows the pressure that things are under to get things closed. A total of $7.2 million in residential real estate closed this week. 20 properties expired. There's 71 pendings. Currently, there's 241 homes listed on the MLS. So we're up 6 from last week, and we've been up every week since the first week of May. It's gone up 3, 5, 10, 12, 6. It's gone up since the rates have started to go up. That's really what's made a big difference. Year to date, there's been 722 homes have sold for $159 million. The average sale price for this year is $220,000 with 84 days on market. For last year, there had been 745 homes that sold for $144 million. Average sale price last year was $193 with 94 days on market. So interest rates have dropped some this week. The mortgage application numbers were up. It's a nationwide number, but that affects us because we're obviously part of the nation, but we're the trailing indicator. So that means people are able to sell their homes where they're at to come here to buy homes. And that's where we run into our problems, is people, if they can't sell their home to come here, that's how we end up with 200 homes as opposed to 85, which we've been down to. The market, with the interest rates coming down, it's down a full point from the high of about 2 months ago. So that's made a big difference. Is it going to stay there? Don't know. But if you're looking to buy, go get locked in right now, and that's going to make a big difference in where you're at. First Security sent me a thing earlier in the week, and they're like 4.75. So below 5 is not a bad number. And historically, it's still a great number. When it dropped down to 4 a couple years ago, from where it had been up in the 8s, that was a big thing. And life goes on, people are still having babies, they're getting married, they're getting better jobs, getting a job, getting out of mom's basement. There are not a lot of basements here in town, so it's getting out of mom's basements is a big deal. That's what people want to think about. It's a great opportunity. There's some more homes on the market than have been, and there's some good opportunities in some places that are looking for new owners, obviously, and need some change.
Still amazing to hear that many homes are, they're already contract before they even hit the market.
Yeah.
And I know this was an issue, like you said, we're going through COVID, but you would think now that things are winding down, you wouldn't have, but the market's still there.
It's still there.
There's still a demand to move here. People are, like you said, you look at the amount of homes, what did we have, 34 homes sold this past week,
yeah.
in only 71 days average.
Yeah.
That's an amazing feat even right now, and it's just amazing to see it continue and just be that steady.
And that's from going on the market to closing.
Yeah.
If you got to think about it that way. So you got about 35, 45 days to close. Some of these are closing in a week. I've been on the phone with different abstractors saying, "Hey, look, can you help me out?" These people, people don't sell your home and then come down here looking for something. It's just, or the same way. We've got a closing tomorrow morning. We're going to. We had that all set up. She purchased her house out of state. The money's going to get transferred from the sale of this house to that house. She signed all the documents already. And we help with that stuff all the time. That's what we do. We make this as simple as we can. We know how challenging it can be to move, to buy, to sell, the emotional attachment and everything else. That's what we do. We take and smooth that out. It's like the duck. You see that duck just going across the river? You don't see all of this stuff underneath. That's us doing all that down there. And the idea is to keep your ride as smooth as it can possibly be. And that's what we do our best, and that's what we strive for. So give my honey a call. She's at 870-405-0793. The website's retiredtoarkansas.net. I was talking to a guy, and I asked him if he'd been on the website. He said, yeah, and where do you live? And blah, blah, blah. He says, so those cameras, those are you? I said, yeah, that's me. That's really me. So people, take a look at it and enjoy them. They make a great screensaver, whatever you need. But give my honey a call. 870-405-0793, and see what the Z team can do to help you. Myself, Linda, Reese Tubbs, the legendary Reese Tubbs, Darlene Clark, Sam McMaster, April Bentley. We're all here to help. And tomorrow, come to Music on the Square in Yellville. We'll be there, and enjoy the music and just have a good night, okay?
Realtors you'd recommend to a friend. I appreciate you coming in and doing this.
Appreciate it.
We recommend you all the time. I know that you make it seem easy to the people that you're dealing with, but they don't realize what's going on and the dominoes and everything that's happening behind the scenes.
There's some stuff involved in these things. Yes, there is.
Plus, you do a lot with the community and a lot of benefits.
Yeah.
So we really appreciate you coming in and doing this every week.
Thank you.
And we're going to take a break.
Been doing it for a while. I've been the voice of real estate here for a number of years.
Yes, you have, and you do a great job.
Thank you.
And your wife does a great job keeping all you guys orchestrated and spinning all the plates.
That's right. That's what she is, the chaos coordinator.
Well, give them a call, and they will definitely take care of you. Go to their website, retiredtoarkansas.net.
Yep.
And you can look at the cameras, MLS. They got so many things. So I appreciate you coming in. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home.
At Serendipity Bliss, we love turning your day into a once-in-a-lifetime memory by offering unique, beautiful, and specialized event and wedding rentals that can transform any atmosphere into something you will never forget. Whether it's your dream wedding, a golden anniversary, sweet 16 party, or a company event, we can make any event blissfully perfect. Serendipity Bliss carries unique specialty gifts and bridal jewelry and helps coordinate decor, table items, theme-related pieces, and more. Make your day blissfully perfect with Serendipity Bliss, located behind Carr Mountain Home.
Scrap.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Now it's time for Friday Sports. It's Football Friday, and we're talking this morning with Coach Carr Hill from ICC Football. Coach, welcome.
Glad to be here.
This is the going to be the first year for tackle football in Izard County Consolidated. And how long have you been a football coach?
This is my third year coaching football.
And you were where before here?
I was at Highland.
At Highland? And where did you go to school at?
I graduated from Highland.
And then went to college?
Yep, and played at Lyon College.
Lyon College. The football program at Lyon, how long has it been around?
They started, I want to say it was 2015 that's where they recruited everybody and everybody redshirted, and then they played their first season in 2016.
We've got a young man down there playing from Mountain Home, Lawson Stockton, right?
What's that?
Stockton plays down at Lions College. He was a wrestler. They have a wrestling program at Lions too?
Oh, yeah. I think they started the wrestling program the same year as the football program, yeah.
What made you change from Highland to ICC?
Well, Jared Johnson, the head coach, taught me in school at Highland, and I was actually coaching a Mighty Mite football game. I volunteered to coach a fourth grade group at Highland, and Jared was starting the Mighty Mite program at ICC, and we ended up playing each other, and I said, how did they get you to do Mighty Mite football over there? Because I didn't know he was coaching at all. Mm-hmm. And he said, well, I'm starting this program over here. This is their football program. And he said, I'm going to bring them up. I said, well, that's really cool. And starting a program at Lyon, I just thought that whole idea was really cool, that they were as a first-year program. And I guess he saw how excited I was about it and said, well, I mean, what do you think about coming over here and helping me do this? And I was like, that sounds awesome. I mean, just give me a call and we'll talk about it. And 2 or 3 months later, I did an interview and got hired.
Married with children?
Yep. Yes, I'm married, and we've got 2 kids. My son is 2.5 years old, and my daughter is about to be, tomorrow she'll be 10 months old.
10 months old tomorrow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Life is good.
Yeah.
Not much sleep sometimes, but life is good.
No, not a lot of sleep. Yeah, sleep is not part of the agenda at our house.
Football at Izard County Consolidated. How is the community reacting to the fact that they're going to have high school football?
They are pumped. I mean, everybody is talking about it. I can't walk into a gas station or just, I can't go anywhere without somebody saying, are you coaching football at ICC? Well, that is so good that they're finally getting football, and I'll see an alumni that says, well, I played basketball there, but if they had had football, I would have played football too. Like, I always wish that they had football, and they talked about it, but we're just so excited about it. Everybody's excited about it.
What is the school district for ICC? What communities send their kids to ICC?
So it's Izard County, but not the Melbourne area. You got Horseshoe Bend, Oxford, the Franklin area. Trying to think what else is down that road. Maybe Zion. I think Zion's part of that.
So you've got some kids at Calco Rock that would be good football players. Can they come to ICC to play?
Well, I think there's
Will school of choice allow them to do that?
Yeah, you've got school choice, so yeah, they could.
But they're responsible for their own transportation at that point?
Yes, the bus routes don't go out that far.
How far is it from ICC to Mountain Home?
About an hour. I think it took me about 50 minutes to get here this morning.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that far. So where exactly is the school?
Well, Brockwell, ICC's in the town of Brockwell, and Brockwell is the four-way intersection between 56 and, I'm trying to think of what that other highway is that goes north, but anyway. It's
that's not 9, is it?
Maybe. It's
is it 9?
Yeah. The intersection of 56 and 9, if you are going towards Mountain Home from Ash Flat up 56 and you take a right or up 9 and you take a right on 56, you'll go about 2 miles, and Izard County High School is just right there on the left.
And you have a brand new facility there.
And you can't miss it because there's a huge football field and brand new stadium right there in front of the school.
I was talking to somebody the other day, and I told them I was going to have you on the show, and they said, well, ask him about his football field. I said, okay, what's the hidden story? He said, it's right on the highway. You can't miss it.
It's awesome, yeah.
When people come there, they're not going to have a hard time finding it.
No, it's going to be awesome.
Well, tell me about your field. Is it grass or turf?
It's grass, and it's the same type of grass that the Arkansas Razorbacks have on their field. I've been the guy that installed the turf or the sod there. Is, I guess when you cut it, it doesn't get much higher than probably 2 or 3 inches high, but every time you cut it, it gets thicker. So it's real thick. It's really nice.
And they've got that all set up?
Yeah.
Or just getting close?
The sod is, as far as I understand, done. The
sod is set?
Yes. We're now, Jared and I are talking about when are we going to get out here and start painting everything and
get it lined up,
ready to go. Yeah.
How about bleachers? Got a lot of bleachers for visitors?
Yeah, and I don't know if you've seen the stadium like from a picture or anything like that.
I have, but it was still in the dirt zone. They didn't have the bleachers up or nothing. They just cleared the property.
Okay, so what they've got is they've got these, you got the brand new bleachers underneath the press box and for the home side, and on the side you have 2 big sodded areas of grass that they're calling the hill, that people are going to be allowed to go out there and lay blankets down and sit on that too, which is super cool. I haven't seen anything exactly like it at another high school. It kind of reminds me of what Henderson State does.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever seen their stadium. Like they've got their bleachers on the home and away side, but around the outside of their stadium they have like that big, it's almost like I guess like a bowl, and the grass will sit and they paint that grass. It reminded me of that. It's really cool. I'm really excited about the whole setup. I think everybody in the community is.
And it's just something new that's coming to the area, and it's going to be a good season.
Yeah.
But you're playing 8-man football, and we're going to let folks think about what 8-man football is. We're going to come back after a quick break, and we're going to talk about the design and the purpose of 8-man football in Arkansas for Arkansas high schools. Going to take a quick break. You're watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV. Be back in just a moment.
Scrap Daddy's Metals is a full-service scrap recycling center accepting your scrap metals for recycling, paying you top dollar for all of your recyclable metals. They even buy cars and catalytic converters. Give them a call today at 870-424-6120 or visit them at 2821 Highway 5 North in Mountain Home. At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville. Close to Lake Norfolk and a short journey to Jordan County Line Liquor is your destination for all your refreshment needs. They offer the widest variety of all your wines, beers, and liquors with the cleanest atmosphere and the largest selection in the area. Not sure what to get? Ask Jordan County Line Liquor's friendly and knowledgeable staff for an expert recommendation you can't go wrong with. Also, don't forget about the Smoker's Den for all your smoking and accessory needs. That's Jordan County Line Liquor, close to Lake Norfolk, located on Highway 177 in Jordan, Arkansas.
Ever been in a cave before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the car!
How will we?
The car! Your offer's been accepted. Ever bought a house before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the closing.
But how will we?
The closing!
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. My guest this morning is Coach Carr Hill from ICC. First year football program. It's got to be exciting to be part of that.
Yes, sir. We're pumped.
What grade are you starting football?
We are actually starting a senior high program, so we'll play 10th, 11th, and 12th. Now our junior high program is our 7th, 8th, and 9th grade, but we also have a Mighty Mite program that starts in 3rd grade.
Okay, so they're working from 3rd grade through 12th grade.
Yes, sir.
What's your numbers look like as far as your high school team?
In senior high, we have, I want to say that at practice yesterday we had 22, which is pretty good for 8-man. I don't think you're allowed to have over a certain number. I think it's 25 that you actually can't dress them. So we're right there where we're wanting to be.
Okay. You have a wide variety from 10th grade to 12th grade, or are you pretty sophomore loaded, or what's it looking like as far as the split?
Sophomore and junior wise, we're pretty balanced, I guess I would say. We're a little senior heavy. I think we have, I want to say we have like 10 or 11 seniors. So it's just guys that wanted to play football for the last probably their entire lives that are just now for the first time going to get the chance to do that.
How long has your Pee Wee program been going?
This will be the second year of the Pee Wee program.
Of the Pee Wee program.
Yep.
Now, do they play in kind of a conference around, or is there a league that they play in there?
Yeah, we play the Mighty Mite programs in the ARCMO, is what they call it, Arkansas Missouri Conference, with Highland, Salem, West Plains, and I'm leaving somebody out, I'm sorry, but
probably Thayer, maybe.
Thayer, that's right.
And as far as your 8-man high school team, what conference have they put you in for that, and who are your opponents for that?
We are in the smaller school North Division. We'll play Brinkley, Midland, Kip Blyville, Kip Delta, and I know I'm leaving somebody else out again. Oh, and Rector.
Have them schools always had a football program and gone down from 11-man to 8-man, or are they pretty all new to the program too?
A few of them have, and then some of them are new. I think Kip Blyville and Kip Delta are both new, and I think Kip Blyville actually dropped out, but so they're not going to play this year. But Kip Delta's brand new to it, to football, just period.
Is that a charter school?
Yes, like the Kip schools are charter schools.
Okay.
But the Brinkley has been an 11-man program forever, and I think there was a year or two that they didn't have football, and then 8-man came out as an option, and then then they jumped on that. And Rector's the same way. They used to play 11-man too. And Midland did too. So Midland and Rector and Brinkley all have played 11-man football in the past.
So if you're going from 11-man to 8-man, what 3 positions are you doing away with?
Well, that's where a lot of people, I guess that's where the coaching philosophy comes into play. A lot of people think that, you need to lose 2 tackles and a receiver, or like a slot receiver, but you can pick and choose who you lose. So you can actually come out in the I formation, the traditional I that you're used to seeing in 11-man, with a center, 2 guards, and 2 tackles, which they'd be eligible receivers now, so they're tight ends, and a quarterback, fullback, and tailback behind them. So, or you could see somebody come out and like a spread look and lose their 2 tackles, so you have center and 2 guards, and then have 2 slot receivers, and then on either side, and then 2 split ends or number 1 receivers on each side, and then your quarterback and empty. So 2 by 2 is now an empty formation.
Okay. Is it a wild passing game?
A lot of people, that was my first impression of it. A lot of people think that it is because there's more, we play on a condensed field. We play on an 80 by 40 field instead of a 100 by 53 and a third. But no, not necessarily. Brinkley and Rector are not going to throw the football very often. Brinkley comes out in what most people would probably look at as the wishbone, but without the fullback.
Okay.
And Rector's going to come out with something kind of looks like the wing T, but without the wing. So it's like fullback and then tailback offset to his left side.
If your field is condensed, did they make your field big enough to go to 11-man eventually?
Yes, when they were constructing the stadium, they built a full-size field, and
you'll just label it.
Yes,
the size for 8-man. You
just put the lines on there for the 8-man, and we'll actually, pretty much, yeah.
So the future hope would be that they go to 11-man.
Absolutely, I think the future hope is that eventually we move to 11-man, and I think that the great thing about starting a program up with 8-man is that you can garner interest within the community for football, and show that, like, hey, we're here, we can play football, we've got the kids, now get these other kids out of the hall, come out here. And ICC's growing. They're pulling school kids from places where I don't think that they used to, and I think football is only going to accelerate that.
Right. But ICC is a well-known sports school anyway for baseball and basketball. You were mentioning earlier that you've not seen so many state championship trophies than you've seen over there.
Yeah, I was talking to the superintendent one day in the lobby, and I was just kind of staring at the trophy cases. I was like, all the way across the wall the lobby is a trophy case, pretty much. But yeah, because they're winning baseball and basketball state championships every 2-3 years, and they're always in the running for it. They just have a winning culture, and the cool thing about starting football there is that, by God, you want to continue that winning culture.
Right.
That's the pressure. That's the standard.
Winning is the standard.
Winning is the standard.
Are you coaching anything other than football?
Yeah, I am the head track coach.
Okay.
And they're building a track with the stadium too. So
you're going to have a new track with your new football field.
Yes, sir. And
is track new to them?
Yes. Well, they've had track in the past, but the track is new. So this will be the first time. The track is actually an 8-lane state meet regulation track, and I think in the future that they would probably try to get the state meet there. But yeah, it's going to be super cool. Right now we're in the process of ordering everything, and they don't tell you how much. Well, I've never really considered how much there was to order to run a track meet, and there's a lot of stuff, and you got to make sure all your bases are covered, especially if you want to get a state track meet there.
The 8-man football, go back to what we're here to talk about. The 8-man football is going to be an exciting thing for the community, but when you're set in an 8-man football conference, what effect does that have on the rest of your sports? What conference is ICC outside of football?
They play, well, the conferences in the state of Arkansas are kind of funny anyway, football to other sport wise.
We know that firsthand.
Yeah, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Football wise, I would say that we are 3A, and I think that since we're one of the smaller, since we're a 2A school, I mean, you're going to play other 3A schools in your other sports too. But it seems like in the state of Arkansas, a lot of times what happens is that conferences get made, and like let's say you have a 4A school. Your 4A school basketball and baseball programs may end up playing 5A schools in conference. Like you may have a Highland play a Valley View or something like that in conference, which doesn't make a whole lot of. I mean, it is what it is. But in football, I mean, if you're 4A, you're 4A. If you're 3A, you're 3A. So anyway.
You see, Mountain Home plays 6A football, but they're 5A everything else.
Right. Really?
Yeah.
So I guess at the higher levels, it works in reverse. So that's interesting.
And see, Jonesboro is now 7A.
Right.
But they used to be 6A with Mountain Home. But Mountain Home, like I said, Mountain Home plays 6A football, but they play 5. Everything else is 5A.
Well, I think what you get is if you fall at the bottom or at the top of your division, like of the 4A, like if you're a bigger 4A school, then you'll play, 5A schools. I mean, that's the way I could see it working that way. I don't know. There's a lot of ambiguity that goes into classification of conferences.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy. When's your first game?
August 26th, Mountain View at home.
Mountain View at your place?
ICC.
That's going to be the icebreaker. What time do y'all start?
At 5 o'clock, junior high will play.
So your junior high and your high school play same day?
Yes, in 8-man.
And you will have a junior high. Your junior high is 7th grade through 9th grade, or do you have a 7th grade team and then a junior high team?
Yeah, our 7th graders play with our junior high.
Okay. All right. And that'll start at 5 o'clock at ICC in Brockwell. The new stadium, new everything. It's got to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. We're super excited about it. I can't wait for this season to get started.
Are you getting as nervous as the kids? It's okay to say yes.
Yeah, I don't know if I would say nervous. I'm very excited, and they knew from basketball and baseball what it takes to win, and I think I don't know if I'd call it nerves, but we're definitely excited.
Are your kids putting in the work? Are they getting pumped up about it, just like the community is?
Yes, yeah, it's just like basketball and baseball. They just love sports.
Yeah,
they're not going to, blow stuff off.
They want to make it the best.
Whatever that is at that school, if you could put it in a bottle and sell it, you make a bunch of money because these kids love sports.
And they're pumped up and ready to go.
Yes, sir. I guarantee it. And it's infectious too. They're so excited that everybody else gets excited about it.
The Izard County Consolidated Cougars. The colors are black and gray.
Yes, sir.
The Cougar logo it's going to be fun to watch. That's all I can say. It's just going to be fun to watch. I've never seen 8-man, but I'm looking forward to making the trip down there and watch you guys play. It's going to be fun. Wish you the best of luck, and those kids, especially the inaugural season for something new at a school, it's got to be fun and exciting for them, and we already know it's going to be fun for the community. Anything you'd like to wrap up with?
Go Cougars.
Go Cougars. That's
all I
about
got.
it. Huh? Plain and simple. Just 100%. Go Cougars. If you're looking for a good time on a Friday night, August the 26th, they'll be taking on Mountain View at home for their first game on their brand new stadium. Take the trip down to Brockwell. Go watch the ICC Cougars play football for the first time. It's 8-man. It's going to be a little bit something different than what you're used to. Go down there and check them out. You've been watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV. We'll see you Monday.